everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Deloitte Women's Premier League show. And of course, as every week, we do have a team that we are featuring, and this time is the Lion City Sailors girls, guys. I'm once again joined by Tia and Venetia, who of course is also a very familiar face in the national team. Now the league is back up and running, so of course do remember to catch up on all the highlights in our show, and you can also share and get involved and let us know who you want us to put in the next episode. Alright, let's start today's episode. We'll start with you first, Tia. Okay, tell me your story about football. How did you get started in the beautiful game?
My sister started football as a CCA first, so I kind of picked up after that. That's how I began. There was no special start.
Primary school, secondary school?
Primary school.
And then primary school, okay. So I think you just finished secondary school, right?
Oh no, I'm in Sec 4 right now. Currently sitting for O's.
All the best for your O-levels, by the way.
Thank you.
Venetia, like I said, familiar face in the national team, but I've always been curious, I think you came through the academy setup as well, right? Tell me your story,
I think I started playing because of my family. To be honest, I cannot remember, but my parents said that rain or shine, I'm always very excited to go down to watch my brothers train. And then I've also expressed interest in joining, so they just enrolled me into the same academy as my brother did. Yeah.
Okay, so how old were you when you first started playing football?
I think I was around 4 years old.
Wow, 4 years old. Little Venetia has now grown up to play. Even Tia shocked. How old were you when you first started primary school?
I was 8.
4, I think Tia was probably still watching cartoons or something.
I was probably running around the playground.
On the TV. Okay, I've got to ask you guys, are you guys enjoying the season after the break started, after the break completed?
Yes, I think we are enjoying, but there are also a lot for us to work on and improve, which is what we're doing right now.
Yeah. But you guys are top of the table, but you never know, things might change as the weeks progress. Tia, you're still a young player in the squad, so how does it feel to be playing at Sailors?
It feels kind of surreal. It's quite cool. I like to be playing among people with higher standards because it helps me improve, and I think I will do better in the future.
So you're playing with a lot of senior players, right, at the moment, as well as young players. So is there a particular one that you're closest to? Who are you close to?
Not really. I think the whole team is really nice, so I'm quite close to everyone.
Okay, yeah. Venetia, you were here last season as well, right? So what's the key difference between Sailors last season and this season?
I think the noticeable difference would be the set of players that we have. Because of injuries or other personal commitments, many players became unavailable. But on the positive side, we have young players like Tia, so coming out to support the team. So I think we are adapting and working towards where we are trying to be in the future. Yeah.
Tia, since you're young and relatively, you're new to the scene, right? So I want to ask you personally, what do you think of women's football in Singapore? As you grew up, did you have a lot of access to, playing football? Was it easy for you to start playing football?
Because I was from a girls' school, right? So they'll obviously prioritize girls in my school. So I think that in primary school I had a lot of opportunity to play football, and I think it was quite cool. Then after primary school, when I started moving on to a club, I still thought that it was quite okay because everyone around there was so supportive, and it was a good environment for us to play football in. Very supportive.
Supportive and good environment. I think the girls, women's football scene is also very prevalent in girls' school. Because I was in a girls' school too, by the way. Which girls' school did you go to?
Oh, I was from Higdo.
Yeah, I believe they have a very good women's football team there, yeah? Okay, Venetia, I want to ask you as well, since you've played LCS, I want to ask you as well, is there a player who, who stood out to you besides, your teammates, maybe someone from another team, you can, mention anyone you played against who has impressed you?
I've played against I think there are many, so I can't really like point out exactly. But maybe on top of my head now, Unaisa from Alberex. Yeah.
Unaisa from Alvarez.
Yeah.
Unaisa was our first guest this season, so great to know that she's a very strong, formidable opponent for you guys. For yourself, do you have any player in maybe in LCS? You can mention from LCS as well. I'm just curious. Anyone that you're impressed by or who you're inspired by?
Probably like Wani.
Wani?
Yeah. I think that she plays like really well. Because like we kind of play in the same position, so I look up to her. But as for like other clubs, I don't think I have enough experience to say. So probably just one.
Okay, Venetia, about Sailors now. I want to ask you a little bit about what's special about Sailors as a family for you. What makes the club?
I think what makes Sailors very special is that they create a very like positive and conducive environment for us. So like the coaches and the teammates make it a very open community. So if we need to talk about anything or ask questions, we can just ask. And of course, we have like the LCS side with their infrastructures, and they just try their best to provide us with what they can. Yeah, so like to ensure that our well-being is there and supporting us. And of course, we also have the crew who has been showing their like unwavering support for us. Yeah.
Oh, the crew, of course, the LCS fans who are almost at every WPL game. And Tia, we were speaking before the show about the other sports that you play. I believe you do wakeboarding as well.
Yeah.
Other things. Can you tell me a little bit about that? Like what you enjoy about that, which is different from football?
Wakeboarding is quite individual. So whenever you go out there, you're just alone. And there's like this like quiet that is actually quite calming. Yeah. So I do think that it provides like a space for me to like get away from everybody. I think it's quite nice because you don't have to like communicate with others. So like
I get it. We all need that time away sometimes. I guess wakeboarding is a good way for us to get some peace in our lives. Okay guys, this week, can I go to highlights, boss? Okay, this week we do have highlights from the previous match day, so let's have a look. Let's have a look now at the results from the previous week. And here are the latest standings of the Deloitte Women's Premier League. And of course, here are the fixtures for next week. Alright, Venetia, I mean, you've played for the national team, a couple of caps now. And we've got the ASEAN Games coming up in September. You know, do you have like a goal that you're working towards for ASEAN Games?
Right now, my main goal would, of course, be to make it for the squad that would go for the games. Because it would be like a dream come true for me to be able to play against these top teams and like learn from them. So generally, like a very, very valuable experience for myself. Yeah.
Valuable experience. And Tia, for yourself, I think you've played for under 16, right? Do you have dreams as well of playing for our Lionesses, our national team one day?
Of course I do. Like there will always be this goal in mind, just to like be there and play for that team. But now currently, because I got O-levels, I need to like prioritize my studies first. So I'll be like taking a break for a while.
So studies are definitely very important, yeah, for football, before football. Hopefully there'll be a day where you can, I guess, juggle both without having to sort of pick one. And I think that day will be very soon, guys. Okay, so I want to ask you all about Women's World Cup now. Are you following the Women's World Cup? Venetia, I think you are, right? Yeah. So do you have a prediction? Who do you think will win this year's Women's World Cup?
I really enjoy watching Spain or Japan.
Spain or Japan,
yeah.
Either one.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I think especially for Japan, right? Defending champions. Are you following Women's World Cup? Do you have a prediction?
I hope Japan will like top the team.
Japan, yeah. Yeah, I think we all here are very pro-Asia. Okay, yeah, correct. Okay. I just want to ask you also, do you think any improvements can be made, for women's football and any challenges that you face? Maybe we'll speak about you because of your education. Do you face any challenges playing football and also balancing school?
Sometimes at school gives like a lot of homework to the students, so it's very hard to like balance between both because I think football will like traveling to the area takes quite some time and we train until quite late at night. So it's quite hard for me to like sometimes juggle both at once and it's not a very easy thing to do. Yeah.
To juggle everything. Venetia, for yourself, I believe you're going to university now and the workload is going to be so much more. So how are you feeling about that?
Yeah, I think I just need to brace myself for it and really just stay like disciplined, have good time management. Yeah.
And not just time management, right? It's also the diet and everything that is so important, right? In football. So do you guys like take care of your diet as well?
I just like eat whatever I want.
Yeah, you still can. You're only 16. It's fine.
But I eat like eggs every morning. Yeah.
Protein, yeah.
Protein.
Venetia, for yourself?
Yeah, I try to watch what I eat most of the time. Yeah.
Watch what you eat. Okay, last question, guys. Since we're all finishing up, today's episode, I just want to say thank you so much, guys, Tia and Venetia, for joining me. And as we always do every episode, we have, you guys to give a message to all the fans out there. So we'll start with you first, Tia. A message to the fans of LCS.
Thank you for coming out and supporting every game. I hope that you'll continue to do so because it really gives us a lot of encouragement and boosts our morale.
Yay! And Venetia, for yourself?
Yeah, thank you for all the support you've been showing to us and that we really appreciate all of it. It means a lot to us.
Yeah, thank you so much, Tia and Venetia, for joining me in today's episode of the Women's Premier League show, the Deloitte Women's Premier League show, and just want to say thank you to all of you who have been supporting us. And also do continue to watch WPL and watch our girls in action, come down for the games, and of course catch this show and share it as well. I'm Ash from Footballita and I'll see you guys next time.